The objective for the demold station is to remove armrests and automotive consoles or tamper door from the mold and place on the conveyor. The equipment used during this process is the aluminum mold, the side fixture, and conveyor. The tools used during this process are the plastic poke tool, the spray solution and rag, the air gun and scrub brush, the plastic scraper, and the mold release. The materials used for this process are the chair armrests and the tamper door. This is a photo of the demold station and the dimensions of the workspace. Considering the worker height ranges from 5 feet 3 inches to 5 feet 5 inches or 63 to 65 inches tall, this affects how the employees interact with the machine and product throughout the day. For the chair armrest, the employee uses a plastic poke to help release the armrest from the mold. Then the armrest is retrieved from the mold and is inspected to ensure quality. Once that has been completed, 4 holes are punched into the armrest and then positioned on the conveyor. Lastly, the mold edges are cleaned with a plastic scrape. Continuous forward bending of the neck is observed while the employee inspects the armrests and poking holes in them. Also, continuous forward bending of the neck is noted during the cleaning and scraping process of the lower molds. For the automotive console or tamper door, the employee pushes the handle on the mold to release the part. Then the tamper door is retrieved from the mold and inspected. Next, the part is positioned in the fixture and is activated. Once the process has complete, the tamper door is removed from the fixture and positioned on the conveyor. Lastly, the mold edges are cleaned with a plastic scraper. Forceful exertions are required to remove parts from the mold, clean the mold, and to position the tamper door in the fixture. Forward bending of the torso, extended and elevated arms, and backward bending of the wrist postures are observed to remove parts from the mold as well. In order to clean the mold, it must be sprayed with solution and scrubbed with a rag. The poke holes are cleaned with a poke tool, and then the mold gets scraped with a plastic scraper. Lastly, an air gun is used to spray out any leftover particles, and then the top and bottom of the mold gets scrubbed with a scrub brush. The employees must undergo elevated and extended arm and forward bending of the wrist postures to clean the molds. Forward bending of the torso, elevated and extended arm, and backward bending of the wrist are required to clean the molds as well. To summarize this process, the demold station requires repeated and sustained exertions throughout the different tasks. The employee's hands were in rapid, constant motion or exertion in order to remove the parts from the molds and during mold cleaning. Infrequent pauses were also observed during the demold process. A few sustained exertions noted were the continuous standing throughout the procedure and continuous forward bending of the neck or flexion during the inspection of the parts, poking holes in parts, and cleaning lower molds. The following recommendations are made for the demold task. Investigate mechanical methods and tools for cleaning the mold in order to reduce forceful and repetitive exertions. Investigate mechanical methods for tilting the mold and bringing it closer to the worker for cleaning and removing parts to reduce posture stress. Consider using a mallet or another tool to position the tamper door in the fixture to decrease localized contact stress. In addition, investigate alternative fixtures that will not require the use of a tool or the employee's hand to position the tampered door. Lastly, refine the amounts of material poured into the mold and the mold release compound in order to reduce forceful exertions required to remove the parts from the mold. Thank you.